Hello YouTube, it's Gopernopper, and today I have another camera review for you. Today we're looking at the Ciro Flex 120 film TLR camera. This is a medium format camera, and like I said before, it uses 120 size film. It does not take 620 size film, so it does save you the headache of having to re-spool the film. This camera comes in several different models ranging from Model A to Model F. And this one, I believe, is the Model B, due to its use of the Alphax unsynchronized shutter. Normally there would be a model specification right here, but mine does not have that. So, let's dive right into the review. Here's the leather case. It's stamped with Ciro Flex in gold lettering on the front, and uses a very simple ever-ready design. I did not pay $35 for it, I paid about $27. So, this camera has a velvet-lined ever-ready case with a thumb screw in the bottom. Mine is missing. And it also came originally with a metal lens cap that covered both lenses at once. But the case is very simple to use and it looks great. Mine is missing the attached strap. As you can see, it broke off probably a long time ago. Here's the camera itself. Mine is in very good condition, cosmetically and operationally. So let's get right into it. On the front of the camera, we have a cable release socket right there, our shutter release, shutter speed dial setting, aperture selection. We have our taking lens, which is a 85mm f3.5 Wollensack velo stigmat, according to this. I'm not entirely sure what that means or what it's for, but that's what it is. Hold on, I just want to clean off the lenses a bit. I'm sorry, but I'm really a clean freak when it comes to lenses. On top we have our viewing lens, which, according to this lettering, made by Wollensack, Rochester, USA. So this is the viewing lens, and if you look on the side, it has the exact same length in terms of barrel extension as the other lens. On the side, we have our focusing knob, which moves the front bed of the camera in and out. Our winding knob, which is a bit small for my liking, but it's easy to get around. We have our strap lugs on both of the sides. On the other side, we have one of two tripod sockets, which is really nice because that means that we can lay the camera like this to make our exposures as well. We have our other tripod socket on the bottom, along with four little nubs for the camera to stand on. Then, moving on to the back, we have our red window frame counter, our red window frame counter cover switch. I always keep mine covered. When it is horizontal, it is open. When it is vertical, it is covered. Back door release is right here. We have our top cap and viewfinder opening lever right here. Normally this is spring-loaded and automatically pops open, but on mine it's not working entirely correctly. This is the viewfinder screen, which uses a ground glass focusing system. On mine, it's very cloudy. However, the mirror and viewing lens are in very good shape. We also have our sports finder, which you push out this panel right here, but I do not use the sports finder. I will not be demonstrating it because the latch down here doesn't work. It just falls down onto the ground glass and is very hard to get back up. You can see we have a magnifying glass for even more fine focusing and the viewing port for the sports finder. Oops. Oh, I have to get it to come back up. Sorry about that. There we go. So, operation. Like I said, this camera takes normal 120 sized film. When you purchase the camera, it should have an empty spool up here. If it doesn't, just buy one. But you can see down here we have our taking lens. You probably can't see much because it's on a high shutter speed. So, First, insert your empty spool down here. Keep in mind that the spring is on this side, so you're going to want to put this one on first, I believe. No, you want to put this side in first. Then up here, we have our empty spool. You pull the leader up and around and feed it into the slot on the empty spool. Then you wind until the arrow shows up, put it in the middle of the film plane. Then close the back, open up the red window, and wind until the number 1 appears. I don't have any film in here, so no numbers will show up. But it uses the same red window system as most other medium format cameras. Next, to use the camera, first, set your aperture, which ranges from f/22 to f/3.5. Next, set your shutter speed with a range of 1/10 of a second, 1/25 of a second, 1/50th of a second, 1/100th of a second, 1/200th of a second, bulb mode, and time, which is currently not functioning on my camera. It seems that the levers were misplaced during my repair job on the shutter. When I purchased the camera, the oil had migrated onto the shutter blades and caused them to stick together. They would not open. However, this is a very simple shutter, and therefore it was very easy to repair. If you find one of these with a stuck shutter, don't hesitate to repair it. Go right ahead, especially if it's like $20 or less. But I will show you our range of apertures. Now, after you've set your exposure, press this button and watch the viewfinder. Normally it would pop open, but as you can see, we have to use the ground glass focusing method here. We twist the focusing knob until the picture appears to be in focus. So you can see it's much clearer than it was before. Front bed is now fully extended. We can use our depth of field scale on the side to determine, with the aperture iris number, what our focusing range will be. This camera has a focus range of 3 feet to infinity, or 100 feet. As you can see, we've selected aperture f/3.5. So, we line up with the markings. We have infinity set, so if we follow the lines to 3.5, we have a focus range of about infinity to 100 feet. If we move it back, we have a focus range of 18 feet to a little less than 25 feet. If we had f/16, we'd have a focus range of infinity down to halfway between 18 and 25 feet. Or set here, you'd have a focus range of anything from 50 feet to about 8.5 feet. Oops. Sports Finder is a bit fidgety on mine. Otherwise, it's working fine. It's the only issue with the camera. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go ahead and close the viewfinder cap. Stop that from continuously happening. So then, you make your exposure, and then you wind the camera until the next number appears in the window. And rinse and repeat for your exposures. Then after that, you're going to have to unload the camera. So, to do so, just continuously wind until you are sure that all the film has been taken up on the spool. Then open up the back and remove it from the camera. Lift up and twist the knob. Lift out the other side of the spool. I'm sorry, I always have difficulty with this. It's a lot easier with film on it. There we go. So now you've removed your full spool of film, and you can send it off to be developed. I'm going to demonstrate the range of shutter speeds offered by this camera. First, 1/10 of a second. 1/25. I'm sorry, the entire iris is opening. It's just that the way my desk is, it's only displaying certain parts of stuff. One 200th of a second. Of course, we have bulb. And time normally has the same function, except press it once to open the shutter and press it again to close it. However, mine is not functioning. So overall, this is a very nice camera, and it's a great way to get into medium format photography for not a super high price. These cameras normally go for around $10, $20. However, on eBay, they fetch a bit of a higher price. I would recommend not purchasing one on eBay and waiting till one turns up at your local antique mall, as I did. It finally turned up, and I am very happy to have it. And it will serve me well, and I will certainly use this, hopefully as much as I do my Rolleicord. In the future, I plan to do a comparison video between this and the Rolleicord 2 Model K3, which is also currently a member of my collection. I do not know when this will be coming out, but hopefully sometime soon. That's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.